KNDY.
Good evening, high school basketball fans, and welcome into a sub-state championship Saturday here from Blue Valley. In just a few short hours, we will be crowning our 1A Division II champion in both boys and girls action with a right to play at Great Bend in the state tournament starting off next Wednesday. Max Blasty with you here this evening as we get boys action ready for you first here between Hanover and Axtell coming up in the late game at 6:30. It will be Hanover and Axtell too as well in the girls contest. Boys were able to get here Thursday evening after Axtell defeated Blue Valley 59-44. Eagles outscored the Rams 25-7 in the third quarter to come away with a victory. In the later half of that game, Thursday night, Hanover was able to pull away from Lynn 59-31. This will be a rematch of last year's sub-state championship game. It is also a rematch of the TVL tournament championship game from earlier this year, and the third time these two teams will meet this year too as well, right in front of us going down between Hanover and Axtell boys. We're going to take our first time out. A big thank you, though, to our sponsors before we get into it. Main Street Market of Hanover, Hanover Hospital, Hanover Electric, the Blue Valley Insurance Agencies, Hanover Branch, Sapp Brothers Petroleum, Andy's Hardware and Lumber, B&W Electric, Ricky's Cafe, Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance, Hanover Housing, Duke's Bar and Grill, Hometown Lumber and Axtell Lumber of Axtell, Little Joe's Service, Eagle HVAC, SDS Insurance, Little Steps Dance and Gymnastics Studio, Seneca, Moonlight Restoration, B&D Buildings, Axtell Car Wash, Western National Bank, Axtell Trust, and the State Bank of Axtell. And also a shout-out to Bruna Implement, Blue Valley Technologies, Landall Company, Citizen State Bank, Midwest Products, Tuttle Creek Outdoors of Randolph, and Kramer Oil. First matchup here this evening between Hanover and Axtell boys coming up here in just about 15 minutes as we get ready for tip-off in our first of two championship games here on Saturday. We will take our first break, come back, take a look at how these two teams matched up last year and also in the TVL tournament championship game earlier this year. It's Championship Saturday here on KNDY and on the KNDY FM mobile app and, of course, in the KNDYradio.com. We'll be back after this word from our sponsors.
The State Bank in Axtell is synonymous with quality and integrity in the banking business. Financing for your home, for your farm, or your small business. Contact the loan officers if you need money, or if you're putting money away for something special, or just saving for a rainy day. Visit with the professionals at the State Bank of Axtell. They're federally insured, member FDIC, the State Bank of Axtell.
For a Goog time, head to Hanover. Goog's Bar and Grill is the happening place for food, drinks, and fun. Open 4 p.m. until midnight, Monday through Saturday, and the grill is always open late. Check out Mexican nights on Thursday with the best pizza anywhere all the time. Order by the half combo or full size with carryouts available too. Find Googs on Facebook and check out their daily specials as well as special events. Grab your friends, grab your family, or make some new friends. Where everybody knows your name, it's Googs in Hanover.
For engineered roof and floor trusses, call on Axtell Truss. 12 to 80-foot span. Complete hip, cathedral, and floor systems using only the best SYP available. Delivered to your site undamaged on a roll-off trailer. Manufactured locally at Axtell Truss on U.S. Highway 36, 2 miles west of K110 between Seneca and Marysville. Phone 785-736-2291.
For the best in farming equipment with the service to back it, there is only one Bruna Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer. Since 1947, the staff of Bruna Implement Company works daily to provide the best parts and service when you need it the most. Bruna Implement Company has been family-owned for 3 generations. They know what it takes to be successful as your area Case IH dealer in Marysville, Washington, Clay Center, Seneca, Hiawatha, and now Humboldt, Nebraska.
Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance, providing high-quality coverage and service, all at a competitive premium cost. Since 1888, Bremen Farmers Mutual has offered homeowner, farm owner, business owner, fire, and inland marine coverage. Dependable and affordable. See your local agent representing Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance. Learn more about the various insurance products offered by going online at bfmic.com.
Max Blasky joining you this evening on KNDY FM 95.5 and the free KNDY FM mobile app, and of course at KNDYradio.com too, as well as we get ready here for a sub-state championship Saturday from Blue Valley. 1A Division II will be crowned first in boys action. Later on this evening, it will be girls. In the boys championship, Axtell and Hanover meet for the second straight year in this championship game. This will be the third meeting this season between these two teams, as well as they matched up back on January 20th in the championship game of the TVL tournament, as well as just a couple weeks ago back on February 19th. Looking at that most recent game, it was a pull-away victory for the Axtell boys as they led 24-14 at half and never looked back, winning that one 61-54. Big man in that contest was Brandon Schmelsley. He ended the game with 22 points. Tanner Bruna, a big night for the sophomore, too. 19 for him. Brigham Bruna pitched in 14, but it wasn't enough there as Hanover was able to defeat Axtell earlier this year. Looking back at that the TVL championship game, of course, Axtell boys claimed their second straight with a 48-34 victory, and it was the defense of the Eagles in that one that really bothered Hanover. Hanover had come in on a nice stretch, winning 9 in a row before tangling with Axtell. That was their first loss of the season. Axtell held Hanover to single-digit points in the first, second, and third quarters, winning that game 48-34. Eli Brockschman had 14 points, 11 points for Wyatt Detweiler. Braylon Mine led the way for the Hanover offense with 13, but just could not get anything going that night. It was a dominating effort by Axtell. Had a chance to watch that game. One that Hanover kind of started their struggles with is late in the season. They've had some scoring, faux pas. They only scored 36 versus Clifton Clyde, only 44 in a loss versus Troy late in the season. But the Hanover boys back in a sub-state championship, looking for their third trip to state in 4 years under head coach Corey Jensen. As for the Axtell boys, they are 19-2 now in the year under ninth-year head coach Jason Tynan. They will be looking to go back to the state tournament for the first time in school history in back-to-back years. It is going to be a good one here in the boys contest. Of course, an excellent girls contest coming up that we'll preview here in just a little bit after this break. We're going to take another time out here, word from our sponsors, then we'll look at the nightcap as well as take a peek at action elsewhere around the state as it's Championship Saturday here on KNDY.
D&D Buildings of Axtell specializes in post-frame buildings. Give them a call for stud-framed buildings with complete concrete and electrical work included. It's one call to get the job done. D&D Buildings, specializing in post-frame building construction, plus repairs and more. Always free estimates. Give them a call. D&D Buildings of Axtell, 785-294-0147. D&D Buildings at 785-294-0147.
See Andy Bruna at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover for a full line of your everyday hardware needs and all the building supplies you'll need to get the job done right. Just about anything you might need around the farm or home is found at Andy's, and always fast, friendly service when you need it. It just makes good sense to shop at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover, Kansas, a proud Wildcat booster. That's Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover.
Access denied.
We've all been there when you can't connect the thingy to the whatchamacallit and the whatchamacallit can't find the Wi-Fi network. Well, Blue Valley Technologies has a solution that can help you with all your connected devices. Tech Home with unlimited multi-device support to help you get your home connected and even tune up your computer. Find more details at bluevalley.net/techhome.
Little Steps Dance and Gymnastics Studio opens summer class enrollment March 15th. Engage your child in a fun, active environment during the summer with tumbling, cheer, jazz, and dance classes. From ages 18 months to 18 years, enroll in summer classes at littlestepsdance.com by March 15th.
You made your house a home. With a homeowner's insurance policy from Blue Valley Insurance, we can relax knowing that things you treasure are protected. I'm Dave Savage, and as an independent insurance agent, we sell for a number of different companies to give you the best price. With our flexible options, savings, and expert service, you'll know that your home is getting the best protection possible. We're Blue Valley Insurance of Lynn, Greenleaf, Hanover, and Marysville.
Hanover band getting us ready here for Championship Saturday. Good group on both sides. We're amongst the Axtell folks here on the east side of this Blue Valley gym. Hanover on the other side. Got about 8 minutes left to get on down here before tip-off of the boys contest later on this evening. Of course, girls will be tipping off Hanover and Axtell in that one. Hanover Lady Wildcats, they were the number 1 overall seed. Got a win last night, dominating win, 30-point victory over Lynn, 54-24. Meanwhile, on the bottom side of the bracket, the Axtell Eagles handled Pike Valley behind 20 points from sophomore Natalie Strothman. Eagles won 61-27. They also won in the first round action of the sub-state 59-15 in girls action there as the Lady Eagles of Axtell. First 10-win season since 2018 under second-year head coach Brad Brocksterman. Taking a peek at action elsewhere around the state, keeping with that girls' side of the bracket over in Rock Hills. It is a TVL matchup as 3-seeded Clifton Clyde and 1-seeded Frankfort girls match up here at 6:30 this evening. Elsewhere around the area, Centralia girls and I believe Burlington girls will tip off in the Doniphan West Sub-State Championship coming up at 6:32 as well. Over in the 2A Wabaunsee Sub-State girls action, Valley Heights Lady Mustangs taking on 2-seeded Wabaunsee right here at 5 o'clock. As for boys action elsewhere around the state, staying in that 2A division there at Wabaunsee, it will be Bennington and Sacred Heart in the championship later on this evening. As for 1A Division 1 out at Doniphan West, Centralia, the top-seeded Panthers match up with Bishop Seabury here at 5 o'clock. And then out at Rock Hills, another TVL matchup as it's Frankfort boys and at Clifton Clyde boys matching up in the championship, that one too as well. Of course, Frankfort, the 4-seed there. They got a win over Washington and knocked off 19-1 top-seeded Osborne 61-55 a Thursday night. That's a look at action around the league. Of course, we'll bring you stats and scores as this evening continues to roll on, courtesy of our friend Jeff Wertz over at the TVL Sports Spotlight. Give him a like on Facebook. Check out his blog or on KNDYradio.com. You can also find the podcast, too, as well. We're going to take a final timeout. Take a little deeper look at both of these squads, how they got here and how they fared as we get ready for a boys matchup in the championship game between Hanover and Axtell. Up for you next here on KNDY FM 95.5.
For all of your heating, air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, and excavation services, there's only one call to make. Eagle HVAC and Heating. Formerly Dave's Hardware in Axtell, the guys at Eagle HVAC and Heating look forward to continuing the success they've built over the years, offering all heating, ventilation, air conditioning needs, as well as carrying a wide variety of name-brand appliances. They do plumbing and electrical, as well as excavation service. Give Eagle HVAC and Heating a call today in Axtell.
People like all different kinds of cars, but there's one thing everyone wants in a car: quality. Same thing's true with your car loan. New or used, buy or lease, you want quality in your car and in your car loan.
For a quality car loan, you know who to turn to. With great rates and personal service, shop like a cash customer with a quality car loan from us. Citizen State Bank of Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Quality banking since 1907. Member FDIC.
Main Street Market in Hanover is a proud supporter of all Wildcat athletics. Stay up to date on all the new deals, sales, and more by visiting their Facebook page. Stop by and check out everything they have for your next gathering, family event, or game day. When holidays roll around, don't fret. Main Street Market has you covered. Sure to have everything you need to keep the family full and happy. That's the Main Street Market, downtown Hanover, your local hometown grocery store. Make every job easier with one stop at Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber. For any project inside or out, if you're a professional or do-it-yourselfer, get the tools you need, including Milwaukee, DeWalt, Stanley, and more. Battery-operated tools offer the convenience and mobility with the power to get the job done quickly every time. Stocked with all the blades, bits, and accessories for your convenience as well. Check out the power tools selection today and get the work started on your schedule with Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber.
Getting ready for a 1A Division II sub-state championship here from Blue Valley. Max Blasky with you on the call this evening as we get ready for boys action. Looking at how both of these squads got to the position that they were in. Axtell came into the sub-state 18-2 on the season. They were the number 1 overall seed. Of course, they were able to finish second in the TVL in a loaded group again, if you've been listening to us here all week. As for Hanover, they came in 15-5. They managed let's see here real quick. Where'd the Hanover go? 7-4 record in TVL. Of course, both these teams earned themselves the first round bye, got some rest, and both of them came out strong Thursday evening. Hanover tipped off first versus Lynn. They were able to get the 59-31 victory, ran away with that one as Braylon Mine led the way with 15 points, started the game off with about a 25-foot three, so we'll have to see how aggressive Hanover is coming out offensively against a good Axtell defense. As for that Axtell team, they were trailing versus Blue Valley the other evening at halftime, trailing 23-11. They ended up outscoring the Rams 25-7 in the third quarter for a come-from-behind 59-44 victory. Leading the way was Brandon Schmelsley with 16 points. Colin Shaughnessy pitched in 11-2 as well. But Axtell had 7 players score 4 or more, and that's really been the way Axtell has won this year. Balance on the offensive side and tough defense, too, as well. Both of these teams play very good on both sides of the ball. Axtell, 58 points per game, out allowed right at 45. Hanover, just about the same. A little higher average, 57, or lower average, 57 points per game, but right at 45 points allowed, too, as well. Both teams will look to use their athleticism to get up and down. Of course, Axtell coming off that state championship in football. And, of course, a rematch, too, of last year's sub-state championship, one that Axtell ran away with, 56-52. They were up 31-24 at half. Hanover tried to make a comeback in the fourth quarter, but it wasn't enough as Grady Bussing and Eli Brockstrom both led the way with 13 points for the Eagles last year in that championship game. We're about underway here from Blue Valley, so we'll go ahead and get you starting lineups here this evening. We will start with the 2-seeded Hanover boys as they are the away team here tonight. Of course, 17-5 on the season, 7-4 in league play under fourth-year head coach Corey Jensen, and looking to get back to the state tournament for the third time in those said 4 years. Hanover boys, same starting lineup as the other evening. Number 2, Cameron Juniman, a junior. Number 4, Braylon Mind, a sophomore. Number 5, Garrett Martin, a junior. Number 14, Tanner Bruna, a sophomore. And finally, number 20, Brigham Bruna, a senior, as the Wildcats will go Juniman, Mine, Martin, Bruna, and Bruna. Names to keep an eye on. Braylon Mine will be a key player tonight. Garrett Martin inside, too, as well, has really come on the second half of the season offensively, but I think this is going to be a game that's going to be won or lost on the defensive side for either of these squads. Starting lineups now for the Axtell Eagles under ninth-year head coach Jason Tynan, coming off the first 20-win season in school program history last year, a third-place finish at state. This team looking to get back there in at Great Bend again this winter. Boys will be the same starting lineup as they were Thursday evening. Number 10, Eli Brockstrom, a 6-foot junior. Number 12, Wyatt Detweiler, a 5'8 freshman. Number 23, Colin Shaughnessy, a 6-foot sophomore. Number 25, Brandon Schmelsley, a 6'2 junior. Number 34, Grady Bussing, a 6'2 senior. Rounds out the starting 5 for the Axtell Eagle boys that will go Brockstrom, Detweiler, Shaughnessy, Schmelsley, and Bussing. 19-2 on the season, 9-2 in league play under head coach Jason Tynan. The boys also were able to get back a key piece of their front court. Sophomore Landon Schmitz was able to get out on the court last night, had a knee injury during the football season, but able to get out on the court last night for his first action of the basketball year. Looking at both of these games, mentioned it a little bit before, I think it's going to be who wins this game on the defensive side of the ball. I've seen Axtell quite a few times, Hanover just as many. When Hanover is rolling offensively, they're playing good defense, they're getting out and running, kind of like that girls team. As for Axtell, this has been a squad that has struggled in the first half of games all season. Had to see them force a 20-7 fourth quarter scoring outburst versus Valley Heights a couple weeks ago to get a win. Haven't seen them come from behind versus Blue Valley the other evening. But the boys have rattled off 7 in a row and are playing just about as good as basketball as you can expect come this time of season. We will take one more timeout for the national anthem as last starters get introduced. Again, championship Saturday up for you next between Hanover boys and Axtell boys. Live for you on KNDY FM 95.5 and the free KNDY FM mobile app, and of course at KNDYradio.com. We'll be back after these messages.
Not everyone can become a Lennox dealer, so you'll be glad to know when you buy a Lennox from Hanover Electric Incorporated, you not only get the best products in the business, you also get a tradition of experience in making sure your home is as comfortable as it can be. Because every independent Lennox dealer must pass the Lennox Quality Dealer Standards Program, the toughest test in the industry. And what it means is you get a dealer you could always count on. Lennox, one less thing to worry about.
Travelong by Landall in Waterville is looking for career-minded individuals, currently hiring trailer refurbishment staff, including welders, paint prep, painters, and assemblers on first shift. This stable family-owned company offers competitive wages, raises, and promotions, plus a 4% attendance bonus based off your gross weekly wage. Benefits include paid time off, paid holidays, incentive bonus, employer-paid life, short-term and long-term disability insurance, comprehensive health insurance, and more. Apply online at Landall.com or phone 785-562-5381. Landall Company, EEO Vets and Disability, welcome.
Western National Bank in Summerfield wants you to feel good about where you are with your money. Available when you need them and offering online and personal services, Western National Bank will make sure to keep you and your money happy. Call Western National Bank at 244-6211 to make your money smile. Member FDIC.
Hanover band getting us ready for a championship Saturday here on KNDY. Starting lineups again. Hanover, same one as Thursday evening. Cameron Juneman, Braylon Mine, Garrett Martin, Tanner Bruna, Brigham Bruna rounds out the 5 for this young/experienced Hanover team this year that boasts 3 seniors. 2 will come off the bench, 2 juniors in the starting lineups, and 2 sophomores in Tanner and Braylon. As for Axtell, Eli Brocksterman, Wyatt Detweiler, Colin Shaughnessy, Brandon Schmelsley, and Grady Bissing round out the 5 for the Eagles. Sophomore Landon Schmidt back in first action for basketball Thursday night. We'll see him come off the bench. Head coach Jason Tynan. The right to a state championship run out at Great Bend. Up here in just a bit. Schmelsley and Martin in the tip circle. First bounce will go to Axtell. Axtell will start possession here, working right to left as we see it from the gym here in Blue Valley. Eagles will be in their home white. Blue Axtell and numbers on their chest and back, as they are the higher seed, number 1 overall here this evening. Meanwhile, Hanover will be in their road blue, white Hanover, and red numbers on their chest and back here tonight. First action this evening as we get girls action going, coming up here at 6:30. Boys one great one to start us off, but not a great start there for Axtell as Schmelsley tried to fed Bussing down low. Turnover Eagles. Had a problem with that last game out, too, as well. Well documented there Thursday night. Blue Valley jumped out to a 23-11 lead at halftime. They played a stall game. They hit some big shots when it was important, but Axtell offensively just looked out of sorts until the second half. Eli Brocksterman, Colin Shaughnessy, and Brandon Schmelsley combined for 1 make in that first half for the Eagles. Braylon Mine inside, up blocked by Smelsley from behind, saves it into the hand of Brocksterman. And the defensive prowess that this Axtell Eagles team shows off there. Shaughnessy inside, boosting up and down for the first one. Good post-to-post passing there, or guard-to-post passing for the Eagles, as Shaughnessy was able to make his way inside. Straight man-to-man defense here for the Eagles as they get underway defensively. Martin out top, swings the left side to Juniman. Third times these two teams met. Axtell has won the last three, including last year's sub-state championship. Brigham Bruna tries a three. That's a miss. Detweiler rebound, and he's off and running. Both teams, too, will look to push the pace. Shaughnessy back to Detweiler. Detweiler thought about a three, gets it to Brocksterman top side. Brocksterman has his inside, up and one for Eli Brocksterman. Good take there from the junior, muscled it through the personal foul by Garrett Martin, and he will go to the line for an and one opportunity here as the first quarter just getting started. Early substitution here for head coach Jason Tynan and his squad. Logan Sandman, the freshman, first one off the bench, as this team has really kind of changed the way they played since the TVL tournament. Brocksterman knocks down the free throw, but Colin Shaughnessy went out with a sprained ankle, I think in the second to last game there versus Troy. That forced Sandman into some early season action, got him some well-deserved experience. Unfortunately, that's kind of moved senior Grant Bussing down to the end of the bench, but this Axtell team a lot more athletic, and they like to get out and run a little bit more too as well when Sandman is in there. Tough defense here for the Eagles early on. Bruna gets into the lane, gets stopped. Good defense by Brocksterman, kicks it off to Mine. Mine finds the cutter. Juniman up and down for two. And that will be another key here for this Hanover team, as of course Braylon Mine and Tanner Bruna are the two guards to get all the attention. Bruna really came onto the scene last year along with Mine, but Tanner's kind of taken a step back here lately, but it's going to be the other three for Hanover. Garrett Martin is there, Brigham Bruna, and Cameron Juniman with the bucket just a moment ago. Sloppy play here for Axtell early on, already 2 turnovers as we just get this game started. 5-2 is our early score action here as Axtell leads this one with about 5:30 left to play here in this first quarter. Neil steal by Brocksterman will run into Garrett Martin as Eli picks up now his first personal foul this evening. Both these teams came alive in the second half, documented the Axtell struggles. Hanover just really continued on versus Lynn the other night. The Bulldogs really gave these Wildcats no problem as Hanover was able to do just about anything they wanted offensively. Brigham Bruna, a little floater on the lane, no good, but good job Cameron Juniman forcing the tip out. Kicks it out, Tanner Bruna three. That one's bottom for Tanner Bruna, and the hustle play by Cameron Juniman made that play as that allowed Hanover to get another offensive possession on the offensive rebound. And something so important for both of these teams is who is going to box out and hold the opposing team to one possession or less. Smelsley slips through the defense, misses that one. Juniman pulls down the board. Hanover back and running now. Inside, Mine kicks it to Juniman. Cameron Juniman already here with back-to-back of buckets as Hanover leading 7-5 here early first quarter. Inside, Sandman left wide alone off the bench. Garrett Martin slipped about half court, could not get back in defensive possession for the big post down low. And an easy bucket for Axtell. Good crowd here this evening, too, as well. Plenty of Axtell fans over on the other side of the gym. Hanover fans here around us. Just getting started first quarter, so you still got some time to come on down to Blue Valley. Offense getting stuck a little bit top the key. Garrett Martin swings at Cameron Juniman left side. Martin hits the ground again as that's the third time lengthy post has already found the floor. Wild three is missed by Tanner Bruna. Not really in the rhythm of the offense, but a little heat check there. Smelsley loses the handle inside, and Brigham comes away with the running. Brigham Bruna, number 20, inside the lane. Little stutter step. Ball's on the ground. Taken away. Looking for someone down low, and a timeout is called by Corey Jensen to save a possession. We'll take it with him as we are knotted up at 7.
For affordable housing, contact the Hanover Housing Authority in Hanover, Kansas. Proudly serving the Hanover community, Hanover Housing Authority offers 1- and 2-bedroom apartments for rent. The apartments are part of a property with a laundry facility, office, commons area, and maintenance shop. The apartments are clean, safe, and affordable and are located close to schools, businesses, and churches in the Hanover community. Hanover Housing Authority does not discriminate tenants. For more information, contact 785-337-2692.
Good offensive possessions here from Hanover and Axtell, both early on. A 3-ball already down by Tanner Bruno for the Wildcats. The 4 points early on good ball movement down low. Cameron Juniman with those 2 buckets. The recipient of some nice passing inside. Neither of these teams really have that traditional back-to-the-back post player. Garrett Martin a little bit for Hanover, and of course Axtell with just their size and athleticism inside. Have about 4 guys that can play in that position, and there's the athleticism as Bruna takes a tough shot inside. Tanner misses that one. Leads to a run out for Colin Shaughnessy. Puts that one up and down for 2, and Axtell regains the lead. Colin Shaughnessy had himself 8 points in last year's sub-state championship game. Second year in a row, these 2 teams are meeting up for the right to go to the state tournament. Sophomore Braylon Mine left side, guarded by Sandman, tries to get it inside. Now we're looking at a reversal. Bruna left side gets a screen from Martin. Looking for Bruna here near side. Inside, Tanner's going to fire. Should have been a travel pump up and under around. Rocksterman gets his offensive rebound. A block by Logan Sandman. Brigham Bruna on the 3rd possession, and that one will be a foul and 1 for Brigham Bruna. Continued to fight inside there, did that Hanover offense. Just continued to fight on that glass and going to be awarded now with an and 1 opportunity by the senior. Foul will go on Logan Sandman. First to 1 after he picked up the block. Free throw is up and down for Bruna. 3 points already here for the senior. He had 9 in the championship game last time these 2 teams met. Also 14 points last time these 2 teams met this year, back on February 19th. Inside, Brandon Schmelsley's going to take it hard to the rim. Looking for a little help is the Hanover bench. Referee doing a good job of controlling them. That foul will go against Garrett Martin. So the big man down low already with 2 trouble for head coach Corey Jensen and his squad. Now into the game, Landon Schmitz, the 6-foot sophomore for Axtell. Talked about it, was out for football season due to injury. First game back was Thursday night. Broxman's going to fire up a 3. That one's hard off the rim, no good. Tanner Bruna pulls down the board. Bruna's got a runner near side and Mine. Mine will now set it up. Inside, Braylon Mine trying to back down wide. Detweiler, and 1 for Braylon Mine. Just continued to back down the smaller Detweiler. Over the top came Brandon Schmelsley looking to get the block, but I think we're going to get the foul on Detweiler down low as 6'8", going probably against the 6'1". Just did not work out in the favor of the freshman. Back-to-back and 1 opportunities now for Hanover. Cans that one, does the sophomore. First sub off the bench for Hanover. Cameron Juniman will check in for Garrett Martin as the Wildcats have gained the 13-9 lead. Always a struggle playing a team for the 3rd time in a year, which these 2 teams are. Axtell has won both of these contests in the TVL Tournament Championship. Had a 12-point victory there. Also picked up a win back on February 19th. A remake game had to be rescheduled due to some snow. Hanover won that one at home by 7. Late fouls, though, kind of pushed that one up as it was a tight one all the way. Top side, Eagles getting this offense rolling, looking better than they did last night already from the offensive end. Big cheering coming from this Hanover defensive side right in front of the Axtell half court, and that's going to force a turnover. Referee already telling those boys, you better set down, because they were about a foot onto the court already. Fourth turnover now by Axtell already as they trail 13-9 here early. First quarter action, 1:30 left to play. Max Blasky along with you here this evening as winner of this game. Of course, will go on to Great Bend for a chance to play for a 1A Division II state title. Inside Bruna, spinning. That's Brigham. Gets stopped. Good job by Detweiler. Forced that defensive stop. Tanner now up top. That should have been a charge. We're not going to call it. Inside Bruna misses that one. And now Tanner Bruna will foul 90 feet away from the basket as Colin Shaughnessy pulled down that defensive board. Already six fouls total by both of these teams here already in this first quarter, and what is a physical TVL matchup. Top two teams in the TVL2 the last couple of years, battling out here for a chance at a tournament run. Little elevator screen set up by Brockstrom, finds him top the keys and a fire it, and in his face, no good. Defensive board pulled down Braylon Mine, and a foul will be called on Colin Shaughnessy. Little ticky-tack foul there around the three-point line, down half court. Fourth one now on Axtell. Good-looking shot there by Brockstrom. Good defense, though, by Mine. Has put that hand right in the face. Braylon Mine looks to take Smelsley down low. Two great athletes in the TVL battling out here. Pump fake one, pump fake twice. Got Smelsley in the air. Can't finish the shot, though, did Braylon Mine. Mine so lethal inside on those pump fakes. Quickly back, Smelsley finds Bussing inside. Right back to Buss. Smelsley down low, and he's going to be fouled going to the rim. And what we saw Brandon Smelsley do the other night versus Lynn, exactly what he did there. Put that shoulder down, put your head down, take it right to the rim. And foul trouble now for Hanover, as that will be number 2 already on Tanner Bruna. So it looks like Brant Bikeman, the junior off the bench, number 1, will be the second one called upon by head coach Corey Jensen and his squad. Smelsley makes the first free throw. 28 seconds left here to go. Brandon could cut this one down to 2. 13-10 is our score right now. Hanover leading. Axtell jumped out to a nice lead, but since then it's been all Wildcats. Smelsley misses the second free throw. Goes 1 for 2 on the pair. Hanover has an opportunity to push this lead up to 5 or even 6 with a 3-ball. Right side, Brigham Bruna will look to attack this man-to-man defense. Little screen off, handoffs upside. Hunter Kiefer gets downhill, hard off the glass, no good. We're going to let him play. Landon Smith's running the break now, kicks it left side to Brockstrom, inside Smelsley, up and down for 2. That is how you run the break if you're the Axtell Eagles, and that'll take us into quarter break, 13-12, as Hanover leading in this one.
If your vehicle is looking like it just went through a money rally race, or perhaps it's been target practice for the neighborhood bird gang, then you need to get your car washed today at the Axtell Car Wash. The Axtell Car Wash has 2 enclosed self-service bays, even one size for semi-tractors. Just pull in, pay with your bank card, and wash all the dirt, mud, bugs, and bird stuff off your vehicles. You don't have to drive far to get a clean car. Just visit the Axtell Car Wash, proud supporter of the Axtell Eagles. From the ground up, Midwest Products Hanover can assist with concrete drives, parking, walks, entries, foundations, and support walls. Quality people help produce quality products, and you can rely on their crews for a job done right. Concrete plants at Hanover, Washington, and Clay Center. Midwest Products also haul rock, sand, and gravel. They have a crane for rent and can assist with site preparation. Start your next job with a call for a quote today from Midwest Products at Hanover. Ricky's Cafe in Hanover ain't just good, it's home. From their daily specials to a full menu, choose your favorite served fresh, hot, and fast. Your family when you stop at Ricky's Cafe, and you're welcome anytime. Enjoy the delicious menu choices, and of course, when you're hosting an event, bring Ricky's Catering along. With a variety of options available, always at affordable prices. Call for your next engagement and count on Ricky's Cafe at Hanover.
After one quarter, 13-12 is our score. It's about as close as you can imagine in a sub-state championship game. 5 players scored the ball for Axtell in that one. 4 for Hanover, led by Cameron Juneman with 4. The turnovers weren't a problem for the Eagles, as unofficially 4 turnovers in that first quarter. First play of the second, turnover 2 as well. Smelsley fires up a 3. That one looked nice. Offensive rebound, though. Pulled down Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy, baseline and 1 for Colin Shaughnessy. Old-fashioned 3-point plays coming into effect here this evening, as that's already the 4th one we're going to see an opportunity for. Axtell regains the lead here, 14-13, as we expected. A back-and-forth battle. Last time these two teams met, it was 24-20, and halftime Axtell leading. Eagles ended up pulling away with late free throws, 61-54. No late free throws there as Shaughnessy misses the first one. The Eagles now 50% from the line. A little token pressure here for Axtell. Hanover easily breaks it. Freshman inside Hunter Kiekafer gives a little shoulder, no dice. Now he's going to pick up the foul 80 feet away from the basket. Frustration there from the freshman off the bench. Not what you need if you're head coach Corey Jensen. Just kind of gives them one of those, what are you thinking looks, as Hanover already fighting with some foul trouble. Garrett Martin with 2, Tanner Bruno with 2. Hunter Kiekafer now just picked up his first. Will be Tanner and Brigham Bruna, Braylon Mine, Garrett Martin, and Hunter Kiekafer out there to start the second quarter. Smelsley, Brocksterman, Schmitz, Grady Bussing out there for the Eagles. 3 ball by Smelsley. That one's missed. Defensive board pulled down by Hanover. Only 1 3 made that first half, and that was on Hanover. Here's an almost and one opportunity for Braylon Mine, but he's going to go to the line now for 2 free throws. That foul will go against Brandon Smelsley. First personal. 6:50 here to go. Coming up in the second quarter, coming up at halftime. We'll take a look at some scores that are available from elsewhere around the state, as well as preview our girls matchup coming up this evening between Hanover and Axtell. Both these schools in the sub-state tournament championship. Splits a pair there, but offensive rebound. Brigham Bruna turns around, hits that one back up and in for Bruna. 5 points for the sophomore here already, and now Hanover regains the 2-point advantage. Left side, Landon Schmitz tries to go down low to Grady Bussing. Kickball will be called. Logan Sandman now into the contest for Bussing, and also will come Cameron Juneman for Hunter Kiekafer. Neither of these teams will go too terribly deep. We'll see about 7, maybe 8 for both of these squads. Already seen 7 for each. Nice inbounds play here as Smelsley underneath will draw a foul on Cameron Juneman, and Brandon Smelsley will go to the line for 2 free throws. Talked about the comeback that Axtell had the other evening versus Lynn. Really happened when they started attacking the basket and getting to the line, too, as well as Smelsley calmly knocks down the first. It was a tight one last year in the sub-state championship, too, as well as a 6-point advantage for Axtell. Looking like it's going to come down to the wire already here in the second quarter. Knotted up at 16. 6:30 left to play here, coming up before halftime. Top side, Tanner Bruno will get this offensive possession set up against a 5-out set for Hanover. A little weave motion up top that they made so popular here this year. Garrett Martin just sitting there running screens. Mine will look to attack right side. Now gets all the way to the baseline, guarded by freshman Logan Sandman. Misses the shot, but offensive rebound, Tanner Bruna. Bruna now inside the lane, kicks it out right side to Martin, and they will reset. Good defensive possession there by the freshman Logan Sandman. Now he's going to go out on the guard, Mine. Matchup up top. Now Cameron Juneman, now Logan Smelsley. Just up and over the shorter Smelsley. 6 points already for Cameron Juneman. He is 3 for 3 from the field. Jumped in the starting lineups a couple weeks ago and has never looked back. He had 4 points in the game last night. Wasn't a lot, but big ones late. Smelsley misses that one. Juneman pulls down the board. Hanover looking to run. Missed shots again by Axtell in this first half. Juneman inside, takes the bump, up and under. Cameron Juneman, have yourself a first half. 8 points for the junior on back-to-back buckets. His Wildcats lead by 4. Axtell looking for an answer as they had just a few minutes ago. Brocksterman will get this one set up left side. Landon Schmitz will go baseline, gets all the way to the rim. A lot of contact, and that will be a foul on Tanner Bruna. Head coach Corey Jensen not happy, but there was a lot of body contact down there as now Bruna will pick up his 3rd, and that's going to be big on the defensive side. Senior Brigham Bruna did a good job, though. He was the one that got beat, so that's my apologies on it. Schmitz at the line, misses that one. Second one upcoming here for Landon Schmitz. Caught in the game last night to the tune of 8 points, 6 of those in the last quarter. He had an opportunity to run some point guard Of course, Detweiler, the freshman, has stepped in admirably this season. Second one for Smelsley. That one sinks the second half. First points now for the sophomore. 3-point advantage Hanover. Wildcats with the ball as Mine brings it across the timeline left to right here. Smelsley guarding in tightly. Mine gets all the way to the right block. Defense sinks in, kicks out. Now Bruna top side. Bruna fakes on a three, but Detweiler stays on the ground. Now Mine will try and get past Smelsley. Left side, 9 spins. Pump fakes one. Up and no. Not on that one. Smelsley pulls down the board. Braylon Mine, ever so good with those pump fakes. Going to get it to go on the other end. Eli Broxterman with the tough take through contact and another and one opportunity here tonight. That foul will go on Braylon Mine. That is his first, already the fourth team foul for Hanover so far here in this quarter. That sideline has not been too terribly happy with officiating here early on. Broxterman sinks the free throw. Old-fashioned three-point play. 6 points now for the junior. Of course, Axtell looking to go back to the state tournament for the second time in 2 years. Hanover looking to get back for the first time since, 3 years ago, I guess. Take off last year's state. Mine up top will look to get inside on this 5-out set. Garrett Martin just roaming that left block. A lot of contact up top, and maybe here we're going to start to see these fouls even out. That foul will go on Landon Schmitz up top as Keycaper got past him. First one there for the sophomore. Box set here for the Wildcats as they'll keep possession underneath their own basket. Vernon will be trigger man looking for Martin. Can't find anyone looking some help. Cross-court pass stolen away by Smelsley. First turnover by Hanover in this one leads to a Landon Schmitz run out, but he travels. Couldn't quite keep those feet in line. Of course, first action for Smith so far this year. Takes a little bit of time to get back into a rhythm. Full court pressure now here by Axtell. First time we've seen that this evening. A little 1-2-1-1 matchup press. They're going to go left corner Mine, and quickly head coach Corey Jensen wants to take a timeout as Mine went right into that dead corner. We'll take it with them. Word from our sponsors, and we'll be back after this.
Have an accident with your vehicle? Call Moonlight Restoration and they'll take care of you with a free estimate, and they'll turn it into the insurance company for you. You name it, they can do it. Fender benders, auto and tractor restoration, windshield repair or replacement, spray and bed liners, sandblasting, dealer and installer of B&W hitches and drop and lock hitches. No job is too large or too small for Moonlight Restoration. If you want quality work done by skilled technicians, call Moonlight Restoration in Axtell, Kansas. Owned and operated by Brett and Nikki Runnebaum. Call 736-2359.
Sapp Brothers Petroleum works hard to be there for you when it matters most. Their goal is simple: to be your number one source of propane, lubricants, and extreme premium diesel fuel. They'll reach that goal by treating you like family and giving you service that makes you want to come back. Proudly serving Kansas with locations in Blue Rapids and Hanover, Sapp Brothers thanks all their current customers. If you're not a customer, call the winning team at Sapp Brothers locations in Hanover or Blue Rapids today for all your propane and fuel needs.
Knotted up at 20s here. First period halfway gone through the second period. First half as we're playing 1A Division II Sub-State Championship boys action here from Blue Valley. TK trying to go against Sandman off the glass. No good. Good board there by Broxterman. It's going to be tipped away by Juneman, and now Juneman's going to foul 90 feet away from the basket. Second or third time now that Hanover has got caught being too aggressive going for that offensive rebound, and that will lead to the 15th foul. That will send Landon Schmitz to the line for 2 foul shots. Already 11 free throws after Schmitz attempts these 2. 11 free throws attempted by Axtell so far here in the first half, only 4 by Hanover, but the Wildcats have not turned it over all but once. Axtell, though, 6 turnovers so far. Schmitz can't hit the first free throw. Substitution now as Brant Beichman will come back in for the Wildcats. Hunter Keycafer to the bench. Coming up at halftime, we'll take a look at action elsewhere around the state as well as scored updates too, courtesy of our friend Jeff Wirtz over at the TVL Sports Spotlight. Landon Schmitz sinks the second of 2 as Grady Bussing will now check in for Logan Sandman. Hanover so far in this one has made a concerted effort to go after the freshman for Axtell on the offensive side, and I say that just because Hanover's running offense right in front of us. But whenever Sandman gets a switch or Detweiler, Hanover tends to go right after them no matter who it is. A lot of times it's Mine backing down, but now with them out, we'll see what Hanover will try and do. Still 4 out, 1 in set. That'll be Garrett Martin, top left post, looking for back cutter in Juniman. Now we're going to swing it left side. Bruna gets baseline up and down for Brigham Bruna. His second bucket so far here tonight. 5 points for the senior as he's trying to make a case for a state championship run. At the other end, though, a silly foul will be committed. I believe that's on Brant Bikeman. No, that'll go on Cameron Juniman. So now all of a sudden, Juniman with 3, Tanner Bruna with 3, Garrett Martin with 2, and sending Brandon Schmelsley to the line where he is already 3 for 4. Announcers Jinx, though, got him on that one as he misses the first one. Kiefer back in. Juniman will check out. Cameron had himself an excellent first 2 periods so far. He is 4 for 4 from the floor, 8 points this evening. Second one up for Schmelsley as we're knotted back up at 22. Back and forth game as we have been this first half, as to be expected by these two state powers here in the TVL. Of course, Axtell ended the season 19-2. Those 2 losses to Frankfort and Central and Clifton Klein. Meanwhile, Hanover boys 18-5. They won their first 9 games of the year before their first loss came at the hands of this Axtell team in the TVL tournament championship, 48-34. Foul will be called at midcourt on 23, so that'll be on Shaughnessy. That'll be his second personal foul. Stay with the Wildcats as that's foul, team foul number 3 for Axtell. Mine will set this one up across the timeline. Schmelsley up top, guarded. Mine gets past him, now kicks the corner. Brant Bikeman for 3. Along off that one, defensive board skied for by Schmelsley. Quickly leads to a run out. Eli Broxterman at the other end. One dribble up and down for Broxterman. How quick does this Axtell team get the ball up the court? And now he's almost turnover by Hanover, but Mine saves it with about 6 seconds to get across the timeline. Kiefer does. Now he turns it over. Grady Bussing steals it away. Quickly back the other way. Schmelsley spills it right back over as neither team wants to hold on to this ball. And finally, it'll go out of bounds. Substitution now is 8th man off the bench. For head coach Corey Jensen, Hayden Barons, sophomore, will come in. He will check out, I believe, Tanner Bruna. Yes, with those 3 fouls, goes to the bench here for the last 2:32. Mine top side against this pressure here for Axtell. Bruna does a good job to break it. Barron's inside the Martin left block. Martin looking to break down. Schmelsley now kicks it out. Schmelsley actually steals this one. 1-on-1 against Brigham Bruna. Euro step up and down. Good, no good for Brandon Schmelsley. Gets his own offensive rebound back, though, as the athlete just out-athleted Hanover on that one. Cross-court skip pass. Shaughnessy 3. That one's hard off the rim. No good. Defensive board pulled down by Hanover. Back and forth action in a wild second quarter here. Neither team wanted to hold on to the ball here last couple minutes. 24-22 is our score. Axtell leading this one, and they force another turnover. 3 straight turnovers for Hanover. Eli Broxterman off the rim, no good. Grady Bussing offensive rebound, no good. Tips it back out. Broxterman again, second try, no. Third, no. Defensive rebound pulled down, and a foul will be committed on Landon Schmitz, 90 feet away from the basket. 3 cracks at the rim there for Axtell. Just couldn't get any one of those to go. Second foul now for Schmidt as Wyatt Detweiler will check in for him. 1:36 here before halftime. Axtell will stay in there. 1-1-2, 1-1 press. A little miscommunication here. Hanover gets it across the timeline, though. 96 left to go at halftime. We'll take a look in action elsewhere around the state, as well as preview the girls' matchup coming up this evening between Axtell and Hanover. Kiefer gets it top side, screen by Martin, kicks it out, hands up into the Hanover bench, but it'll stay now with the Wildcats. Hanover led 13-12 at the end of one quarter. They trail here by 2, 24-22, and what has been to be expected, a back-and-forth game so far in this first half. We saw Hanover, Axtell down big the other night to Blue Valley, to 11 at half, and halftime adjustments were made for the Eagles. Meanwhile, Hanover just rolled through Lynn on Thursday night. Hunter Kiefer backs down Eli Broxton, and you don't see that very often as the freshman gets his first bucket from the left block. Knots us up here at 24. Same man-to-man defense by Hanover as we'll switch it. Detweiler top side lines up a three. That one's bottom for Wyatt Detweiler. First triple so far tonight by Axtell. At the other end, Garrett Martin left block looking to back down Smelsley. Will be fouled, but a chance to the line will go Garrett Martin. First free throws coming now for the juniors. Actually, Colin Shaughnessy picks up now his third personal foul. Martin, a big portion of this Hanover offense, has been scoreless so far here. This is his first chance at the line. High arcing free throw will be a miss, though, as neither team has wanted to make those bunnies. Shaughnessy will take a break on the bench with those 3 fouls. Final 33 seconds left. Don't want to pick up that fourth. Martin at the line for his second. Deep knee bend. That one goes down as he splits the pair. 2-point advantage, Axtell. Near turnover at half court as Detweiler gets it off to Smelsley. Clock continuing to roll 23 as Brandon sets it up for the Eagles. Screen top side to Bussing. Bussing back left side to Detweiler. Detweiler inside the lane, kicks it out. Broxman 3 straight on. That's hard off the rim, no good. Detweiler, though, tips it right back out to Eli Broxman. And Axtell will want to take a timeout. We'll take it with head coach Jason Tynan. Final 7.5 left to play. We'll be back after this.
With gear for any outdoor enthusiast needs, making a stop at Tuttle Creek Outdoors in Randolph is a must. High-quality products and knowledgeable staff, TCO has you covered for all your hunting, fishing, camping, and marine service needs. Offering 40% off MSRP on all Vortex optics for all military, law enforcement, and first responders. Also offering daily military discounts store-wide. Make your next outdoor adventure memorable by visiting Tuttle Creek Outdoors along Highway 77 in Randolph, Kansas, and keep doing what you love while they handle the rest.
Big thank you to all our sponsors making these podcasts possible this week. This is day number 3 of 3 here from Blue Valley. Max Blasky with you as we near halftime of the boys' championship. Of course, coming up after this one and after pictures, we will have girls' championship between Hanover and Axtell, which we'll take a peek at coming up here at halftime. Last chance for romance for the Eagles, leading by 2, 27-25, 7.5. Sandman top side, back to Smelsley with 5. Smelsley right corner. Detweiler 3 ball, that's hard off the rim, no good. And an over-the-back call will be called on Landon Schmidt with 1 second left, and that will walk Hanover back to the other end for 2 free throws. So these could be some big points here for Hanover, and who will go to the line? It will be Braylon Mine. Mine 2 for 3 from the stripe already here in this one. Personal foul number 3. There goes on Landon Schmitz. Free throw up for Mine. That one's good. As some coming in will be Patrick Cook for Garrett Martin with those 2 fouls. Second one for Martin to tie it up going into halftime. Righty shoots it up, rims every part of the rim and goes down. Ties this one up at 27. Final shot is not going to be close, and we are at where we started. Knotted up at 27 as we go into halftime. We'll be right back after this.
Don't we all wish it was sunny and 70 degrees outside? Good news, this is the Midwest, and while it probably won't be tomorrow, those days aren't far off, and neither is planting season. Reviewing machinery insurance values before it comes out of the shed is easier than during claim time. We work with several different companies to offer options tailored to your individual operation. Give us a call, and one of our many knowledgeable farm agents would be happy to come out and help.
SBS Insurance, the home team. The answer is yes.
When it comes to your health, you deserve the best. At Hanover Hospital, they are more than just a healthcare facility. They are your friends and neighbors right here in your community. Their commitment to high-quality, family-friendly care means when you're at Hanover Hospital, you're with family. They offer state-of-the-art healthcare services with certified professionals on staff 24/7, 365 days a year. Hanover Hospital, your community, your health. Visit them today for close-to-home quality healthcare.
Little Joe 66 Service in Axtell is a proud supporter of Axtell schools and Axtell athletics. If you have automotive repair needs, call Joe at 785-736-2824. With satisfied customers from all over the area, Little Joe 66 Service is the place to turn for all of your automotive repair needs.
71 degrees all the way.
73 degrees, please.
So, what's your perfect degree of comfort? We'll help you find it with professional Rheem HVAC service that'll keep your home comfy year-round, save on energy costs, and may qualify for utility rebates and tax credits. So enjoy a new degree of comfort.
72 degrees, and I'm good to go.
Get professional service and all brands of equipment. Call B&W Electric in Hanover, your local Rheem contractor, at 785-337-2598 today.
Hey, farmers and ranchers, ready for planting season? Need a fuel buddy who's got your back? Kramer Oil is here for you. From Marysville to Jamestown, Longford, and everywhere in between, our 13 cardlock locations keep you running smooth from sunup to sundown. Say goodbye to running on empty during planting. With Kramer Oil, you get reliable fuel services that fit just right with your farm's needs. Kramer Oil, powering your farm's success. Your go-to for fuel in Kansas and Nebraska.
At halftime of our boys sub-state championship, we are knotted up at 27. It was 13-12 at the end of one quarter. Hanover led. It was a 1-point advantage for the Eagles. Big free throws there at the end by Braylon Mine. If you're just catching us, Axtell was up 2, fouled with 1 second left on an offensive rebound, sent Mine to the line for those 2 free throws. Sophomore Conley knocks them down, and that's where we get a tied game from. Looking at scoring from that first half for the Hanover boys as they come in the number 2 seed in this one. They were led by Cameron Juneman with 8 points. He is 4 for 4 from the line. Braylon Mine had himself 6 in that first half, 5 apiece for Tanner Bruna and Brigham Bruna. Meanwhile, Hunter Keekamper pitched in 2 off the bench in that first half. Hanover shot 3 for 6 from the free throw line, turned it over 4 times, also shot at 50% from the floor in that first half. As for Axtell, they were led by Eli Brocksterman with 8 points, 7 points for Colin Shaughnessy, 6 points for Brandon Smelsley, 2 apiece for Grady Bussing, Landon Schmitz, Logan Sandman, and Wyatt Detweiler hit a late 3 in that second quarter for his lone bucket. Eagles 8 for 13 from the free throw line, good enough for 61%, but they turned it over 7 times in that first half, including 4 in the first quarter. Eagles also shot at 61%, so it's been a very efficient day for both of these squads. I mentioned that defense is going to be the one that wins this contest between them, and I think that's going to be the case. Whoever can get the last stop of this game will be your 1A Division II sub-state champion and earn a trip out to Great Bend next week. At halftime, we're knotted up at 27 of the boys' games. We're going to take a timeout, take a peek at scores elsewhere around the state, as well as action coming up this evening right here on KNDY.
For affordable housing, contact the Hanover Housing Authority in Hanover, Kansas. Proudly serving the Hanover community, Hanover Housing Authority offers 1- and 2-bedroom apartments for rent. The apartments are part of a property with a laundry facility, office, commons area, and maintenance shop. The apartments are clean, safe, and affordable and are located close to schools, businesses, and churches in the Hanover community. Hanover Housing Authority does not discriminate tenants. For more information, contact 785-337-2692.
The State Bank in Axtell is synonymous with quality and integrity in the banking business. Financing for your home, for your farm, or your small business. Contact the loan officers if you need money, or if you're putting money away for something special, or just saving for a rainy day. Visit with the professionals at the State Bank of Axtell. They're federally insured, member FDIC, the State Bank of Axtell.
See Andy Bruna at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover for a full line of your everyday hardware needs and all the building supplies you'll need to get the job done right. Just about anything you might need around the farm or home is found at Andy's, and always fast, friendly service when you need it. It just makes good sense to shop at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover, Kansas, a proud Wildcat booster That's Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover.
If your vehicle is looking like it just went through a money rally race, or perhaps it's been target practice for the neighborhood bird gang, then you need to get your car washed today at the Axtell Car Wash. The Axtell Car Wash has 2 enclosed self-service bays, even one size for semi-tractors. Just pull in, pay with your bank card, and wash all the dirt, mud, bugs, and bird stuff off your vehicles. You don't have to drive far to get a clean car. Just visit the Axtell Car Wash, proud supporter of the Axtell Eagles.
When it comes to your health, you deserve the best. At Hanover Hospital, they are more than just a healthcare facility. They are your friends and neighbors right here in your community. Their commitment to high-quality, family-friendly care means when you're at Hanover Hospital, you're with family. They offer state-of-the-art healthcare services with certified professionals on staff 24/7, 365 days a year. Hanover Hospital, your community, your health. Visit them today for close-to-home quality healthcare.
And halftime of the boys contest between Axtell and Hanover is knotted up at 27. Looking at some scores from elsewhere around the state, over in the Mankato Rock Hills Boys Championship game, Clifton Clyde is leading Frankfort 30-21 at halftime. Over in Donovan West, the Centralia boys are up 2 on Bishop Seabury, 22-20. Of course, here at halftime, we've got ourselves knotted up at 27. And for the last check here real quick, in the girls 2A sub-state championship game, Mustangs knotted up at 23 with Wabaunsee. Score updates there courtesy of Jeff Wirtz over at the TVL Sports Spotlight. You can find his blog, KNDYradio.com. Just look up TVL Sports Spotlight blog too as well, or find him on Facebook. Of course, coming up this evening, we'll have top-seeded Hanover girls and 3-seeded Axtell girls matching up in the championship. Elsewhere around the state, top-seeded Centralia and 2-seeded Burlingame will tip off in the Donovan West sub-state. Frankfort and Clifton Clyde again in girls action out there at Mankato. At halftime, knotted up at 27s. We're going to take one more time out, bring you second half action and the right to go out to a state tournament run.
Little Steps Dance and Gymnastics Studio opens summer class enrollment March 15th. Engage your child in a fun, active environment during the summer with tumbling, cheer, jazz, and dance classes. From ages 18 months to 18 years, enroll in summer classes at littlestepsdance.com by March 15th.
Not everyone's going to become a Lennox dealer, so you'll be glad to know when you buy a Lennox from Hanover Electric Incorporated, you not only get the best products in the business, you also get a traditional experience in making sure your home is as comfortable as it can be. Because every independent Lennox dealer must pass the Lennox Quality Dealer Standards Program, the toughest test in the industry. And what it means is you get a dealer you could always count on. Lennox, one less thing to worry about.
Little Joe's 66 Service in Axtell is a proud supporter of Axtell schools and Axtell athletics. If you have automotive repair needs, call Joe at 785-736-2824. With satisfied customers from all over the area, Little Joe's 66 Service is the place to turn for all of your automotive repair needs.
For a Goog time, head to Hanover. Goog's Bar and Grill is the happening place for food, drinks, and fun. Open 4 p.m. until midnight, Monday through Saturday, and the grill is always open late. Check out Mexican nights on Thursday with the best pizza anywhere all the time. Order by the half combo or full size with carryouts available too. Find Googs on Facebook and check out their daily specials as well as special events. Grab your friends, grab your family, or make some new friends. Where everybody knows your name, it's Googs in Hanover.
16 minutes to claim the sub-state championship. Axtell was leading last year at this time 31-24. Ended up getting a 4-point victory for a trip out to state. Axtell boys looking for their second straight trip out there to Great Bend. Meanwhile, the Hanover boys looking for their first trip in 3 years. Axtell will start this ball off. Same starters as before. Brandon Schmelze, Eli Brockman, Wyatt Detweiler, and Grady Bussing along with Colin Shaughnessy. Inside, Brandon Schmelze is going to get this game started off with a deuce. Inside, nice pass, high-low action there from the Eagles. Hanover, who dealt with foul trouble in that first half. Same starting lineup for them, too, as well. Braylon Mine, Brigham, and Tanner Bruna, Cameron Juneman, and Garen Martin. Of course, the before-mentioned Juneman has 3 fouls. Martin has 2, and Tanner Bruna with 3 as well. Brigham Bruna can't get that 3 ball to fall down. He had 5 points total in that first half. Top side stolen away nearly by Hanover. Brigham throws it to Tanner, and a jump ball will be called. It'll go back to the Wildcats. It was a sloppy first half for Axtell, too, as well, as that's going to be their first turnover. The Eagles are normally pretty solid with the ball. 7 turnovers compared to only 4 for Hanover. Hanover didn't turn it over until the second half, either unofficially. Both teams got up a lot of shots, too, as well. Shot it well. Hanover boys 18 shots, shot it at 50%. Meanwhile, Axtell got up 21 shots, put it down to a clip of 60%. The big story in that first half, Axtell shot 13 free throws compared to Hanover's 6. First shot of the second half by Bruna is a miss. We're going to go right down low to Grady Bussing. Over that left shoulder and down for Grady Bussing. His second bucket here tonight. And the Eagles take over a 4-point advantage here, second half. Inside, Braylon Mine will answer that one back, though. 6 points for the sophomore in the first half. Now ties Cameron Juneman and Eli Broxman with the game high of 8. Detweiler, left wing, will get it set up as now we're switching positions. Axtell will run offense in front of this end now here, north end of the Blue Valley Gym. Inside, Broxman will go flailing inside. A foul will be called on Hanover. That one will go on Brigham Bruna, so the senior picks up only number 1, and that's the first one of the evening, too, as well, or of the second half for the Eagles. Box set here for Axtell. Gets it in quickly to Shaughnessy. Right back to the inbounder, Smelsley. Good play. Up and down. Grady Bussing back-to-back buckets for the senior inside. Head coach Jason Tynan, I think one of the best coaches in the league in setting up those out-of-bound plays. That one quickly into the corner, right back to the inbounder, then down low. Inside, Brandon Smelsley's going to get a block on Braylon Mine. Mine took it hard to the rim, but Smelsley is just a better defensive prowess there, as that's now the second block for Brandon. 33-29 is our score, 5:43 left to play. These two teams matching up for the third time this year. Axtell was victorious both of those times, once for the TVL Tournament Championship back on January 20th, and then just a couple weeks ago on February 19th, a make-up game. Axtell was victorious 61-54. Tanner misses that shot on the offensive end, pokes it loose on the defensive side too as well. It'll stay, though, with the Eagles. Two teams know each other extremely well. Game just going exactly how we figured here early on. Smelsley left side trying to back down. Juneman gets it off to his running mate, Broxterman, top side. Should have been a travel. Smelsley gets inside. There it is, finally a travel called on Brandon Smelsley. I don't know if the game shifted since I was in high school, but I think a lot more walks get away with, and now those feet moving so quick. Of course, kids such better athletes too than I guess when I was in school as well. Backdoor cut there, had Bruna, but Mine will take it himself down the right baseline up against Detweiler. Detweiler did not jump on the pump fake, but Mine just puts it over the shorter Detweiler. Near side, Shaughnessy trying to get it inside to Bussing. Bussing saw the numbers, but Smelsley gets it. Now kicks it out. Broxterman, 3-ball left wing. Bottom for Eli Broxterman. His first 3 in 6 attempts, and just like the other night versus Lynn, waited till the second half to make his first triple. If he gets going or Shaughnessy hits a few more, this could spell trouble for the Wildcats. Inside, Bruna thought he traveled, and a foul will be called on the offensive rebound. Cameron Juneman going for it. Foul will go on, oh no, not Cameron J. Yes, it will go on Channing. That's his 4th now. So he will quickly have to come out of this contest. Freshman Hunter Kiekefer into the game. Juneman had a very good first half, 4 for 4 from the floor, leading the Wildcats with 8 points. But it was his motion without the ball that really helped him get to those buckets, as Hanover was just so good at feeding those guards on the back cuts in the first half. Axtell cross-court pass into the hands of Broxman. He's going to fire up another 3. That one's no good on a little bit of a heat check. Martin pulls down the defensive board. The Wildcats looking to cut into this lead. Kiefer wild down the floor, up, and down as it jumped up on that rim twice for freshman Hunter Kiefer. They got it to find the bottom of the net, and now it's going to stay with Axtell on a wild pass, but it was tipped out of bounds by Hanover. Landon Schmidt, sophomore, first action here in the second half. He will check Wyatt Detweiler. 3-point advantage now, Eagles, halfway through the third quarter, and inside. Pretty play again on the inbounds pass. Brandon Schmelsley finishes that one off on the pretty pass from Schmidt. And once again, on back-to-back inbound plays underneath their own basket, head coach Jason Tynuff draws up a beauty. Bruna goes wild inside the lane. Martin throws it up, though, on the assist and gets it to drop down. That's Garrett Martin's first shot of the game here at the 3:35 mark. Inside, Logan Sandman, and one, and a foul. Right back the other way for the freshman for Axtell. Beautiful pass from Colin Shaughnessy. Fed his post man beautifully, and that'll be number 4 now on Tanner Bruna, as both him and Juniman with those 4 fouls. Those are big offensive players that are going to have to set on the bench here in the third quarter. Brant Beichman will be the sub that comes in for Bruna. At the line here, Logan Sandman. First opportunity from the stripe in this one. Free throw up and no good on that one. Offensive rebound, though, Eli Brocksterman. Good board there by Brocksterman. Sandman a 3. No, not on that one. Landon Schmelsley an offensive board, but gets that one tipped away. Saw Sandman fire up a 3 last night. Not necessarily his game at 6'2", but must be able to practice it. Coach Jason Tyne didn't look too upset by that try. And now a hold will be called on Landon Schmelsley as he got kind of beat around the corner. Brigham Bruna got past him, and just like that, Schmelsley's got 4. So Wyatt Detweiler will have to check back into the game. Over halfway home here in the second half, 3:13 left to play. Axtell leading by 4. We were knotted up at 27 at halftime. The Eagles have come out here more aggressive like they did the other night versus Lynn. The Eagles team looking to get back to the state tournament, of course, after last year. Now a turnover far side as Martin just throws it into the Axtell bench. Miscommunication there between Bruna and Martin, as that's now Hanover's first foul of the second half. They didn't commit a lot in the first half, but they were unfortunately timely for head coach Corey Jensen and his squad. By that, I mean bad times, and they were needing a bucket with empty possession. That would have been a big one. This opportunity to push the lead back up to 7 for Axtell. Inside Schmelsley, found Sandman, now turns it over, leads to a run-out Kiefer. Kiefer down the right side of the lane, going against Shaughnessy, up off the board, no good, but Martin there for the putback. Back-to-back buckets now for Garrett Martin. Good job by Hunter Kiefer, though, to push that action against an Axtell team that runs the floor so incredibly well. Top side Sandman, that's a travel, going to get all the way to the rim, no good. He was out of bounds, and it will go back over to Hanover. 3-point advantage here for Axtell. 2:20 left to play in this third quarter. Winner earns the right to go out to Great Bend to try and play for a state championship, Class 1A Division II. Mine breaks down Smelsley left side, gets inside, pump fakes one, second one up, no good. Mine's going to be hustled for the offensive foul, going for the rebound. That will be number 2 on Braylon Mine now, as it will be foul number 5 for Hanover in this quarter. Axtell has not committed a foul, and I'm not saying that by any bad means necessary. Hanover has just been too aggressive in this third quarter. They were in the first half, too, as well. Led to some easy free throws. 13 free throws by Axtell in that first half compared to only 6 for Hanover. So I guess that's only team foul number 4. Next one will be fouled for the Wildcats. Shaughnessy here near corner against Mine. Deadly shooter thought about it, but now tips it out top side to Detweiler as a freshman. Will set up the offense. Bruna top side, hounding him, but gets it off to Brocksterman. Brocksterman poked away by Beichman as now these guards are reaching. That's another foul out top, but we're not going to call it. 1:47 rolling third quarter, 3-point advantage Axtell. Shaughnessy right wing looking for Broxman on the fade, left wing, gets it to him, 2 dribbles up, that's short, no good. Wyatt Detweiler skies for the offensive rebound, but then turns it over. Grant Beitman throws it to Garrett Mine, and Mine saves it. Sloppy possession as both teams committed turnovers. Good job by Detweiler to attack the offensive glass, but just had a little bit too wild of attack on it. Threw it to the chest of Martin. Hart threw it right back off the leg of Detweiler, and it will go back to the Wildcats. Hanover opportunity to either tie or cut this lead down to 1 with a 3 ball. 1:23 left to play for third quarter. Martin top side will get this offensive set going for the Wildcats. Left side, Brigham Bruna tries to get in the middle, looking for the roller. That's a kick ball. Travel, a timeout by Corey Jensen saves the possession. We'll take it with him. A word from our sponsors right after this.
Western National Bank in Summerfield wants you to feel good about where you are with your money. Available when you need them and offering online and personal services, Western National Bank will make sure to keep you and your money happy. Call Western National Bank at 244-6211 to make your money smile. Member FDIC.
Sapp Brothers Petroleum works hard to be there for you when it matters most. Their goal is simple: to be your number one source of propane, lubricants, and extreme premium diesel fuel. They'll reach that goal by treating you like family and giving you service that makes you want to come back. Proudly serving Kansas with locations in Blue Rapids and Hanover, Sapp Brothers thanks all their current customers. If you're not a customer, call the winning team at Sapp Brothers locations in Hanover or Blue Rapids today for all your propane and fuel needs.
A fiery head coach, Jason Tynan, got into his Axtell squad during that halftime. Not happy with their play here the last couple minutes as Hanover has eked their way back into this one. Little weave set up top now for Hanover. Mine gets down low, pump fakes, and be fouled. Going to the line will be Braylon Mine. Had 2 players up in the air, and that foul, let's see who they put it on. That will go on Brandon Schmelsley, his second. Mine such a good job at pump faking and getting players in the air. Only a sophomore, but really ran this team last year as a freshman for the Wildcats. Coming into his own here as a sophomore, calmly knocks down the first free throw. Grady Bussing will check out Logan Sandman, who took a brunt of that talking to from head coach Jason Tynan as he continues to coach up his freshmen on the bench. Second free throw now for Mine as he sinks the 2 of them. 2 for 2 there for the sophomore. Cuts it down to a 1-point advantage, Axtell. Eagles with the ball as we close down quarter number 3, leading 40-39. Schmelsley left block inside. Bussing short on that one. Defensive board, Garrett Martin. Now here comes Hanover, a chance to take the lead with the bucket, trailing by 1. A little weave set again, trying to get Mine down low. Kicks it, Kike for left corner, trying to break down Shaughnessy. Little floater for the freshman, no good, as head coach Corey Jensen kind of throws his hands up thinking, what are you doing? Bad shot on the other end. Good shot, though, as Colin Shaughnessy is going to be fouled by Hunter Kike for those two exchanging a few words over on that left side. And that's just a freshman mistake there. A good player is Kiekefer, but just trying to do a little bit too much so far here in this contest as he picks up personal foul number 3, and Colin Shaughnessy will go to the line for 3 free throws, something you don't see very often in this high school game. Calmly knocks down the first one. Big points here as we wind down into the final quarter. Hanover led 13-12 at halftime. We were knotted up at 27. Hanover led 13-12 at the end of one quarter. We were knotted up at 27 at halftime. Right now, Axtell looking to push this lead out to 4. Shaughnessy with his third and final free throw. Cans that one, 3 for 3 for the sharp-shooting sophomore. That might get him going for the fourth quarter, which would be a scary fact if you're a Hanover fan. Right side, Mine will take it across the timeline with 15. Puts his head down up off the glass and rolls down for Braylon Mine, just forcing the action there. Schmelsley quickly up to Broxman with 5. Broxman into the lane, but a foul will be called. Probably a weaker foul than we've seen before called this evening, but that will send Eli Broxman to the line where he is 2 for 2 in this contest. Foul will go on Grant Beitman. That'll be the first personal there for the junior. 3.9 here. Brockstrom at the line. Answers back the first one. Big free throws here. That has been a problem for Hanover this evening, giving Axtell opportunities from the line. Free throw attempt number 19 for Axtell coming in this one, and it's down, no good. Defensive board pulled down. Martin Mine will get a shot off from half, but no good. Axtell leads by 3 going into the final quarter of play, 44-41.
KNDY Buildings of Axtell specializes in post-frame buildings. Give them a call for stud-frame buildings with complete concrete and electrical work included. It's one call to get the job done. KNDY Buildings, specializing in post-frame building construction, plus repairs and more. Always free estimates. Give them a call. KNDY Buildings of Axtell, 785-294-0147. KNDY Buildings at 785-294-0147.
Main Street Market in Hanover is a proud supporter of all Wildcat athletics. Stay up to date on all the new deals, sales, and more by visiting their Facebook page. Stop by and check out everything they have for your next gathering, family event, or game day. When holidays roll around, don't fret. Main Street Market has you covered. Sure to have everything you need to keep the family full and happy. That's the Main Street Market, downtown Hanover, your local hometown grocery store.
The answer is yes, SBS.
At SBS Insurance, we believe in service beyond the sale. We are fortunate to have multiple competitive companies to quote your personal, farm, business, and life insurance needs. By taking advantage of our annual renewal review, you can rest assured that you have the right coverage for the most competitive rate. Contact your local SBS office today to see how we can provide you service beyond the sale.
SBS Insurance, the home team. The answer is yes.
3-point advantage for Axtell as we get fourth quarter action underway. It was a good quarter there for the Eagles. Eli Brockstrom will continue it with a triple. He hit one in the third, making his second now here in the fourth, as he has 15 points to lead these Eagles up by 6 with 7:30 left to play. Topside, Martin will look to get something going here. Axtell outscored Hanover 17-14 in that third quarter. Mine along the baseline, up and down for 2. Braylon Mine doing all he can. 16 points now for the sophomore. At the other end, that will be a foul called on Garrett Martin as Grady Bussing just went right past him to the rim. More free throws coming here for Axtell. If you caught that comment on the last one by Brockstrom, this will be free throw attempt number 20. And 21 upcoming. No, I lied. We're not shooting free throws there. Thought it was a shooting foul, but it'll be a common foul underneath. Up play, Smelsley gets absolutely hammered. Then Bussing falls on Smelsley. Misses the shot, leads to a Hanover run out. Hanover will reset. Smelsley gets back into the action. Mine can't make that one, and it will stay with the Wildcats. Braylon Mine doing all that he can here so far tonight with a tune of 16 points. Of course, big foul trouble. Tanner Bruna has been scoreless here in the second half. He has 5 fouls. Cameron Juniman, who had 8 points in the first half, he has, or 4 fouls, Tanner also has 4. As he's out there top of the key now, going against Brockstrom. Kicks it out. Garrett Martin, right corner. Hanover offense stagnant here the last couple minutes as Martin gets to that high post. Will look to reset it. Gives it off to Juniman as both 4 foul players are out there. Head coach Corey Jensen and his squad. Last chance for romance in the final 6:40. Nice little spin move. Brigham Bruna that comes up short on that one. And then Bruna fouls going for the offensive board. Tough break there for the senior, who got a pretty move past Wyatt Detweiler, but just couldn't finish the bunny from about 3 feet away. Second foul now here for Bruna as he will full court press Wyatt Detweiler himself. Near side, Smelsley will bring it across. 6 minutes for the right to go out to play at Great Bend for his state tournament. Left side, Colin Shaughnessy, who went 3 for 3 from the free throw line on a foul early in that third quarter. Baseline pass, Detweiler up and no good. Defensive board pulled down Braylon Mine, and then Detweiler, a frustration foul. Again, a foul 90 feet away from the basket. Detweiler just stuck his arm out there going for the offensive board. Mine did a good job of holding on to it strongly. 4-point advantage, Axtell, 6:17 left to play. Max Blasky along with you this evening. Of course, coming up later will be girls' championship between these two teams as well. Hanover, the top seed, 3-seeded Axtell will square off. Cameron Judeman finds his way inside, up, no good. That's his first miss so far here tonight. And now a foul will be called. Who's that going to be on? That's on Cameron Judeman, so he is done after that missed shot. Fouls out here at the 6-minute mark in this fourth quarter with 8 points, does the junior. So a thin bench for Hanover that only usually goes about 7 deep gets even thinner here this evening. Cameron Juneman done at the 6-minute mark. He was 4 for 5 from the floor, leading scorer after first half with 8 points, and his movement and defensive prowess on both ends of the floor is what really helped him to that scoring total. Smith's trying to get inside. Little weave action now for Axtell up top. Still trying to get it inside as they like to play inside out. Top side, Broxman hounded by Bruna with those 4 fouls. Got to be careful. Now Bruna pokes this one away from Smelsley. Tanner Bruna up and down for 2. Good hands there by Tanner Bruna as he just pulled it away from Brandon Smelsley top side. It's a 2-point contest now with Eagles up. Inside, Grady Bussing on the floor. Grady Bussing will be fouled. Who's that foul going to go on? Oh, we're going to count the basket. An and one foul. Garrett Martin now picks up his 4th personal foul. Grady Bussing, a strong take to the rim, answers that Hanover bucket right back. And that's been the story all night. Just when Hanover is within a bucket or two, Axtell has that play or that, I guess, bucket to answer back. Bussing knocks down the free throw. The senior, one last opportunity for a state championship in basketball, already 3-timer in football. Bruna fires up about a 30-foot 3, and Brigham Bruna goes over the back. 3rd personal foul now on the sophomore as Tanner just let that one fly right after he got across half court. Looking at the score there, I think everyone kind of surprised with 5 minutes left in this one. With 5 minutes left in this one, Tanner Bruna just walked across half court and let it fly from the volleyball line. Don't know what the sophomore was thinking there, but it's going to lead the free throws for Axtell, unfortunately. For right now, it will be Landon Schmitz at the line for 2 fouls. We already had this problem in the 3rd quarter. Thought it was team foul number 5, but it is actually team foul number 4. So this one will be team foul number 5 as Landon Schmitz goes to the line for 2 free throws. First one up for Smith. That one's a miss, although Axtell has shot 20-plus free throws already here in this one. Foul trouble for Hanover. Cameron Juneman already done with 5. Garrett Martin and Tanner Bruna both with 4. Brigham Bruna with 3, and Hunter Kiekefer with 3. As for Axtell, Landon Smith, the only one with 4 for the reserve guard. Calmly knocks down the 2nd free throw. It is a 6-point advantage, Axtell. Kiekefer left side gets it off to Tanner. Tanner inside the lane now will try and back down to Eli Broxman. Fade shot there by Bruna. Up no good. Broxman tips it to himself and keeps the possession for the Eagles. Broxman across the timeline, hounded by Bruna, gets it off to Smelsley. Axtell team, a deep physical squad, and showing it so far here tonight. On the reversal, Broxman 3. That one's an air ball. Right into the hands of Mine as that leads to a run out. Braylon Mine to Brigham Bruna. Bruna up and fouled, though, on the shot. Kind of the Achilles heel of this Axtell team, though, is if they feel like they're shooting it hot, they'll keep firing. And just like that 3 from Broxman, but unfortunately, that is what has kept Hanover in this game. And a big foul there for Axtell. As we mentioned, Landon Schmitz with 4. Colin Shaughnessy just picked up his 4th, too, as well, here at the 4:36 mark. Brigham Bruna at the line. Mistake moments ago, made up for it with that made free throw. Wyatt Detweiler, Logan Sandman back in, Colin Shaughnessy, Grady Bussing out. Sandman has been on the bench for a long time as he had a few choice words from head coach Jason Tynan earlier in this one. Not happy with his performance. Let's see how the freshman gets back out there. Second one upcoming now for Bruna. Finishes on his toes as Brigham hits 2 for 2. It is 51-47, 4:30 left to play in this contest. Sub-state championship game in Class 1A Division II between Axtell and Hanover, rematch of last year's squad. Third time these two teams have met this year. Axtell winning both of them. Topside, Broxman will get this offensive possession rolling. Now into the hands of Smelsley as we're going to run clock. Broxman a three, banks it in. Does Eli Broxman, his third triple here in this second half, banks it home to give Axtell the 7-point lead. Now a foul will be called. That's going to go on Landon Schmidt. So now Schmidt fouls out. Second player here to foul out at the 4-minute mark. Only third team foul for Axtell so far here in this one. But Landon Schmitz will be done to the tune of 3 points. He was 3 for 6 from the free throw line. Of course, just getting back into basketball action is the sophomore after suffering that knee injury late into the football season. Mine trying to back down Smelsley and a walk as Mine just simply lost his balance underneath the bucket. Turns it over right back to Axtell. That's about the fourth empty possession that this Hanover squad has had. Hanover will now have to force pressure in the final 3:49. Need a stop and a score. Stop comes first here, man-to-man defense for the Wildcats. 4 out, 1 set in, around Logan Sandman, left block. Goes to freshman on freshman, left side. Detweiler and Sandman trying to work it. Cross screen array, top side. Here's a three for Shaughnessy. Up and no good. But offensive rebound, Eli Broxterman. Good board there by the Eagles. Inside, Logan Sandman left all alone, and a foul will be called on Tanner Bruna. If it is, that is his fifth, and he is done. Tanner Bruna fouls out at the 3:24 mark here in this fourth quarter. The second Wildcat to foul out, and the sophomore goes to the bench with a 7-point performance in this sub-state championship game. Of course, hopefully more to come for the young player, but this one will be over with. It will send Logan Sandman to the line, where he is 0 for 1 so far here in this contest. First one up coming for the freshman. Comley knocks that one down. 5 points now for Logan off the bench. This one can make it a 9-point lead for Axtell as Hanover has gone quiet on the offensive end. Second free throw will go down after hitting the back of the rim and then back to the front. Finds the bottom of it regardless. It is a 9-point advantage, Axtell. Hanover looking for some points here. They've only scored 4 so far here in this quarter. 3:15 left to play. Winner will move on to Great Bend in a championship, and Logan Sandman forces the turnover. Turnover, Hanover. Garrett Martin was looking for a foul, but we're not going to get one. 3 minutes left to go. Eagles inside to Smelsley. Smelsley to Shaughnessy, and just behind Shaughnessy there, turnover Axtell. This team, though, even in the game last night where they trailed big at half, never felt like they were out of it. Corey Jensen wants to take a timeout. We'll take it with them. Wildcats trailing here 56-47.
71 degrees all the way.
73 degrees, please.
So what's your perfect degree of comfort? We'll help you find it with professional Rheem HVAC service that'll keep your home comfy year-round, save on energy costs, and may qualify for utility rebates and tax credits. So enjoy a new degree of comfort.
72 degrees, and I'm good to go.
Get professional service on all brands of equipment. Call B&W Electric in Hanover, your local Rheem contractor, at 785-337-2598 today.
Equipment rentals from Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber make the job easier if you're a professional or do-it-yourselfer. From power tools to generators, air compressors to nailers and fasteners, concrete tools, scaffolding, and more. Rent a Bobcat, dump truck, man lift, ladder, scaffolding, as well as pressure washers, insulation blowers, drywall tools, tile cutters, and more. Rent by the half day, day, weekend, or week. See the entire list online, including pricing, at axtelllumber.com or visit either location today.
9-point advantage, Axtell, as we go into the final 3 minutes. Hanover has only scored 2 buckets here in this fourth quarter. And are without their second-best offensive player in Tanner Bruna. He fouled out with 7 points. Cameron Juneman also fouled out for the Wildcats moments ago with 8 points. Fourth foul, 2 for Garrett Martin as he gets this offensive possession set. As for Axtell, they've already lost Landon Schmitz. Colin Shaughnessy, also a big one here with 4. Martin still running that weave up top. Brigham Brunen's going to fire a 3. That one's off, no good. Off of Axtell will stay with the Wildcats. So just a 3 there that Brigham had to fire up. He is 0 for 3 after that last shot. But the senior in one more sub-state championship game here looking for a win. It's been a doozy so far tonight. We have a good one coming up later, too, as well, as Hanover and Axtell face off in the girls' championship game, too. Hunter Kiekefer gets right to the rim. Axtell's third bucket in this quarter. Pulls it now down to 7. Detweiler top side with 2:15. Time starting to become an issue here for Hanover. Axtell will cleanly run some clock, and that was a clear foul by Brant Beichman. He's up there jumping around at half court, but clearly got into the back of Colin Shaughnessy and shows a sharp-shooting sophomore will step to the line for 2 free throws. This will be free throw number, give me a second here, 25 and 26 for Axtell in this contest. Shaughnessy knocks down the first one. Looking to push this right back up to 8. Second one, high arcing, is good. Colin Shaughnessy hits both. Substitution now as Logan Sandman will check out. Grady Bussing will check in. Third time these two teams have met. Axtell has won both of the first 2. Hanover then turns it over at half court. Hunter Kiekefer throws a lob pass from beyond half court to Garrett Martin. Sails right out of bounds, and another costly turnover by the Wildcats. They get it into Brockstrom left side, does Axtell. Little handoff of Schmelsley in front of the student section. Axtell needs to get it across at about 7, 8, and a foul will be called. No, a 10-second will be called on Axtell. Thought they were getting awfully close, so just not mentally prepared for that possession were the Eagles. 58-49 is the score. 2 minutes left to go here in this contest. Braylon Mine with a game-high 16 points, looking for 19, misses that 3 ball. Defensive rebound, Axtell leads to a run out. Smelsley to Brockstrom, tries to get it back to Eli, but it's going to go out of bounds off of Hanover. Wildcats going to need to start fouling here with 1:45 left to play, but who do you foul? Colin Shaughnessy shoots it well. Smelsley shoots it well. Brockstrom shoots it well, but a turnover is forced. Hunter Kiekefer gets on it, and a jump ball is going to be called. It will go back over to Hanover, but that was an awfully close jump ball down there underneath Hanover's sideline. Wildcats will take possession 90 feet away from the basket. Brant Beichman trying to get past Colin Shaughnessy, does left side. Now we're going to need to get something going fast here. 136. 9-point advantage for Axtell. Beichman left side, kicks it off to Kiekefer. Kiekefer just trying to put his shoulder down, gets it up, no good. Offensive rebound stays with Hanover. Now the Wildcats finally going right to the rim, just putting those shoulders down. Not worried about drawing that foul. Need to be doing this one here early on. Top side, Garrett Martin. Inside only with 1 bucket so far tonight. Looking for his second, up and down for Garrett Martin. Where was that in the first half? 7 points now for the junior. Somebody poked away. Turnover, Axtell. Reitman up to Mine. Takes on a 3. Puts it up. No. Garrett Martin offensive rebound, though. Up and down for Martin. Back-to-back buckets here for Hanover, and they cut it to within 5. 58-53. Brockstrom across the timeline. 64 seconds left. Right back to Brockstrom. Kiekefer hounding him as we roll under 66. And now a timeout will be called by head coach Jason Tynan. We'll take it with him. Axtell leading 58-53. And now Corey Jensen gets a technical. A technical foul will be called on head coach Corey Jensen and the Hanover bench. A full timeout called by Axtell. We'll come back after this break.
Ricky's Cafe in Hanover ain't just good, it's home. From their daily specials to a full menu, choose your favorite served fresh, hot, and fast. Your family when you stop at Ricky's Cafe, and you're welcome anytime. Enjoy the delicious menu choices, and of course, when you're hosting an event, bring Ricky's Catering along. With a variety of options available, always at affordable prices. Call for your next engagement and count on Ricky's Cafe at Hanover.
Have an accident with your vehicle? Call Moonlight Restoration and they'll take care of you with a free estimate, and they'll turn it into the insurance company for you. You name it, they can do it. Fender benders, auto and tractor restoration, windshield repair or replacement, spray and bed liners, sandblasting, dealer and installer of B&W hitches and drop and lock hitches. No job is too large or too small for Moonlight Restoration. If you want quality work done by skilled technicians, call Moonlight Restoration in Axtell, Kansas. Owned and operated by Brett and Nikki Runnebaum. Call 736-2359.
So a hectic last couple of seconds there. Let's walk you through it. Axtell was having trouble with it. Over on the far sideline, Eli Broxman was getting hounded. Hanover thought Broxman traveled. Head coach Jason Tynan calls the timeout. Hanover head coach Corey Jensen not happy with it one bit, so he let into the ref from across the sideline and ended up getting a technical. So at the line will be Eli Broxman shooting 2 free throws unattended, and he calmly knocks down the first one. Makes it a 6-point game. Second one misses. Still a 6-point contest. Axtell will stay with the ball, though. Hanover on a flurry there moments ago with 6 straight points, but then just mental collapses led to the technical and the foul. Blissing topside, gives it off to Smelsley. Smelsley down low, gives it off to Broxman. Up, no good. Breck Beitman comes away with the board. Beitman leads it up to Bruna. Bruna up and down for Brigham Bruna. Big bucket there for Hanover. If they want to try and stay in this one, they're going to need a foul, though, with 40 seconds left. They get it to Smelsley near side. Mine traps him with Barons. Inside, Shaughnessy off to Broxman. Up and down, Eli Broxman, and as Hanover cannot get the foul. Beitman back the other way, needing a quick one. Hayden Barons thought about a 3. Now kicks it off to Beitman. Beitman step back. No, Bruna 3-ball straight on. That one's halfway down and out. No good. Smelsley pulls down the board. Axtell will run this one out 17 unless Hanover happens to foul. Broxman across the timeline, clock running, 12 seconds. Barron's top side, and that will do it. That will do it. Hanover boys victorious 61-55. They will go back to the state tournament for the second time in 2 years and defeat Hanover for the third time this season alone. What a heck of a game. Final score 61-55. Hanover had chances, but it wasn't enough as a Axtell Eagles team takes the number 1 seed and takes the 1A Division II Sub-State Championship down here in Blue Valley with a 61-55 victory over Hanover. We're going to take a timeout, come back, recap this first half, and then take a break for national news and weather. Again, Axtell victorious 61-55.